On the inside, gotta keep the dream alive. Yeah, cause how the fuck we gon' get rich? Gotta get into the game, get out the bench. Know you tired of looking at us through the fence. Let go of your pride, get off the fence. Yeah, just to show you how we rockin'. We go for that win, call us rockin'. Yeah, and they love how we vibin'. 365, now stay vibrant. Through the struggles and the pain. Stay vibrant. You gon' have some storms and some rain. Let's stay vibrant. Now look at everything you overcame.
Y'all ready?
Get it.
Welcome to another episode of Stay Vibrant 365. It's your boy Mas Hugo por favor. Got my bows with me. What's happening?
What's good, broski? Not much, just sitting here chilling, About to get ready once more.
Sure.
One more time.
Introduce yourselves, niggas. And I'm gonna try to work on the profanity. Watch your profanity.
Oh yeah, bro. You was on one.
No, this is really how I be talking, and I'm like, I do have to work on that. Now, in the professional setting, like corporate,
professional
like, I don't
setting,
be talking like
different.
that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna treat this like. We're gonna treat it like business. You feel
No,
me?
we're not gonna treat it like business because I'm gonna let you know right now. I'm gonna do some cussing. Hey, it is what it is.
It was like boop boop boop. boop.
Yeah, it was. Had to do what I had to do. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you.
Big facts.
And shoot, Mas Hugo por favor, Mas_Hugo_ por favor on IG. What's y'all handles?
You already know who it is. Your boy Up and Away AP.
AP.
Stay tuned for some new music, some new things coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The media manager of the Stay Vibrant 365. So y'all let me know if y'all want to see it. Y'all let me know like how y'all want setups to be and everything. How y'all want to see us? How we coming? Let us know something.
Man does it all.
Let us know.
Video photography, audio production, make beats, write lyrics. Jesus.
Got to, man. Gotta start capitalizing off this stuff too, man. That's the thing.
Something like that. What's good, East Stay Vibrant fam? It's your boy, Son is Zabrani on all platforms. Shit, hell, man, I'm just a regular guy.
The goat in who form. Nah, Cap. Look at your jacket.
That is so Cap for real.
Man, bro, your jacket hard as hell. Yo, I'm about to go for a night job.
Regular guy. Hashtag regular guy.
He the management of Stay Vibrancy 365. I'll tell you that right now.
Heck yeah,
what is this, man?
I just try to keep the fans engaged, man. Try to keep them alive. Let them know we thinking about them. Trying to keep them. Like I said, keep them engaged, making them laugh, trying to find new topics for them to, kind of stir the pot up a little bit with, something to go to sleep on, something to think about, things like that. But we definitely do it for them.
Oh, I was going to say, this is our content writer. Also, again, co-executive producer, dang on, like, again, media engagement person. So if y'all ever comment on something on our social handles, this is person that's gonna be like predominantly like responding. Real, like you said, down to earth, people person. My guy. And we definitely got some interesting topics for tonight. You want to spearhead that quiz?
So, there is one particular topic that I know we were gonna touch on. One topic that we were going to touch on, and I know it's like a 50-50, it's up in smoke. Me personally, I like to I'm a logical person, I'm a realistic person. I like to just, solve it at the root of the problem. So, there was this tweet floating around that stated that men should understand that when a woman brings her friends, plural. So I have to assume that means two or more friends. When a woman brings her friends along to a date, it's for safety and it's not for food or drink on the man's expense. And then there was a guy, he responded with, well, why are they eating and drinking? They should be outside checking the perimeter. Now, obviously, that's funny as hell. That's a funny ass response. But when you look at it like from a more serious aspect, I mean, like, he's not lying. Like, if you need your friends to come with you on a date, like for your quote unquote safety, then you really shouldn't even involve yourself with a guy like that, anyways. Or you haven't gotten to know him a little bit better yet. Like, you haven't talked to him more first before you say, okay, boom, I feel comfortable going out. And also, last time I checked, most first dates are in a public setting. So you also have other people strangers, cameras, police officers, whatever you consider safety, you have that around you as well. So I just feel like bringing your friends, me personally, is unnecessary because that just means you don't trust me as a person, and we probably shouldn't move forward.
Yeah, facts.
What's y'all take on it?
I get the trust issue things. Like today, like a lot of people got a lot of trust issues today, man. It's kind of outrageous to a point. It's like at this point we should just really not care about anything because all the trust issues that everybody has, like why are we even trying to involve ourselves with anybody? We got this much trust issues,
Exactly.
But I say this: if if your friend's scared and stuff like that, all you got to do is just share your location with them. Just share your location with them, and
a lot of technology.
Yeah, exactly. And make your friend a master of disguise. Who ever seen that movie, Master of Disguise?
Turtles.
Okay, make your friend a master of disguise. Like have her know which restaurant you're at. Have her ass sit in the back somewhere where she eat her own damn food.
Right.
But she can observe the situation. She can observe everything that's going on. So yeah, just have your friend a master of disguise and everything. And like you said, public setting. Come on now. If we
that's what I'm saying.
Public, nobody gonna be doing that.
Like I said, I feel like I'm with old bro. I'm with buddy. Like they should be out here checking the perimeter. I'm just a regular guy. I'm the new kid on the block. What's your beef with me? Now, if it's an ex or if it's like a baby daddy, safety. So that's why they need to be checking.
But even with that though,
I need to make sure this man ain't trying to ruin my night.
But the thing is, even with that, if you are accepting to go with this person, you should already kind of know how they move a little bit.
Right. You should like for you to even take that step, like, okay, yeah, let's go on a date. You should have a general synopsis of how that person is going to act in public, how that person is going to respond to certain things, because you're in a public setting, so things can happen.
Exactly.
So yeah, you should definitely be at a comfortable level. What about you, Jay?
So with that, so there are pros and cons to this topic, and I love it. So it says men should like you said, men should understand that some of these girls bring a friend to a date because of safety, not for food and drinks. And like you said, his response to that was, well, why are they eating and drinking? Some of them should be outside checking the perimeter. Like you said, comedic. And I thought it was funny too, but on a more serious note, because it's a lot going on, right? So I wrote down a couple pros and a couple cons, like 2 for each that I got so far. So with that, I understand where she's coming from. Like up here in CLT, like and everywhere, Greenville, Anderson, like there's a lot of people, especially black women, bro. They are being kidnapped and they're being sex trafficked. And a lot of that is happening on these social media as well as dating apps, right? They'll come in like Prince Charming and it could be a whole werewolf. You feel me? Like these just got nefarious intentions. So it's like a person can talk a good game, but you really not realize what their true intentions are. On some Jeffrey Dahmer y'all go out, it's a public setting, you're buying drinks, y'all are eating, somebody, just sprinkle something in your food or in your drink real quick and you don't even recognize or realize it. So that's something that I would definitely say I understand as far as her saying, bring a girlfriend on a date. But to his point, that's where you can't be, and that's what we're gonna title this episode, right? You can't be green about the situation, and being green is being ignorant, right?
I thought y'all was trying to come at me when you said being green.
What do you mean?
Because the text go green when you text me, because I got.
Oh, because you got green balls.
Oh, yeah, you talking about the man. Get you an iPhone, bro.
Oh, yeah, you need to get you an iPhone.
Samsung gang over here, you feel me? Guess, we make all y'all products for your phone, so it really doesn't.
All right, gang, green gang.
Droid.
Hey, damn, quest failed.
Oh shoot, he had that thing taped on.
No, just playing. No, but Sony makes your cameras. You know what I'm saying?
No,
do they though?
You said what?
Oh yeah, it does. Yeah, we do. Yes, Sony makes your cameras on your phones, and
we're better than you.
Samsung makes your screens. Right. I'm just saying. Without us, you wouldn't be nothing.
Daniel, so I get what she means by bringing a friend on the date, right? So that's where I said being green, not talking about your dang on phone. Being green is also a saying that just means like people are inexperienced or people like are like it kind of goes like over their head, like a dumb blonde or something like that. Like the obvious ain't so obvious. So that's what being green is. So to bring it back home, right? That's a double-edged sword because you can be green, right? They're bringing their friends on the date because we've also seen, and I know y'all seen the video of the guy, he takes a girl on a date, she brings her friend, and he pays for both of their meals. She said the exact same thing. Oh, I'm bringing my friend, so it can be like a group setting. We all just getting to know each other. And then on social media, she was portraying it like, she taking pictures of the plate, pictures of the food, and they high five and talking about how they finessed this man out of meal, right? And so that's messed up because people saw that and they was like, nah, that's a good dude because he even posted about it. He didn't know while they were on the date, right? He's just happy to be there having a good time. And when they depart, he end up seeing it and like, dang, I had, good intentions. And I was just like, trying to show the ladies a good time. So that was kind of messed up. And you do got girls that are out here that will try to finesse a man out of a free meal. Like that's just what it is. That's the times that we living in.
Yeah,
so
they'll put your name on the they'll put your name up on the restaurant.
Right, like right. Fast food guy, 5-star dining, Red Lobster. Dang, I'm Red Lobster. Jesus Christ.
Red
Lobster. Oh, man, I'm the cheddar biscuits. Oh no.
What you feeling today? Chinese food. Oh my God. Yo, if my name was Chinese food, oh my God.
Hey, that will be to be honest, that will be my name because that is my go-to food. That is my go-to type of food. It's
little
Chinese
orange chicken. Little orange chicken.
Bro, let's keep it 100. Chinese had the best fried chicken wings. I ain't even gonna cap.
Maybe they do hit different.
Wings and fries. We don't go on dates. Okay, so in all seriousness, it's a double-edged sword, right? You got the woman who's trying to protect herself, and then you also got the guy who's not trying to be taken advantage of. His wallet's not trying to be taken advantage of.
Right.
Again, you got a whole bunch of weirdos and creeps out here, but then you got some gentlemen out here. So like you said, how do you determine what's what? To his response, then why are they eating and drinking? And that's why that was very important what he said. The second part of his statement, some of them should be outside checking the perimeter. So that's cool. Mm-hmm. Be like discreet about it. Like don't let nobody know that you invited somebody there. Like why would you bring them to the table? So that is a little bit weird. And like you said, Quest or Bunte, share your location. Make sure it's in a public setting. If you don't feel safe, it's your first date. You don't know this person, right? And y'all got to get a feel for each other. But
hey, I share my location with 24/7 just because I might have an emergency sometimes. I might go into a crisis or something. But I always share my location with my sister. My sister always has my location.
You ain't got no iPhone. How you share your location?
Right, how you share your location?
Okay. All right. So y'all trying to play it. All right. Don't make me get into the logistics and everything and details on how this thing works. Okay. Apple Maps on Apple, trash. The trashiest GPS app there is. Google Maps is the one and only GPS you should use because it updates every day. Even when people see something, they can update it right then and there. It goes straight to the database and it goes straight to everybody's phone. So Apple is trash. Google is Google. Google pretty much is in control of pretty much everything. You even go on your phone and Google stuff. So,
true that. Well, I don't really use Safari like that. I don't really use Safari like that. So,
yeah, it's Google, man. But Google Maps, man, help you share your location like live view, like real time. And I share my location with my sister all the time, just because that's pretty much like my emergency contact. Me and my sister very, very close. So.
And then hold on, yo, we got a guest, and we're gonna get like a woman's perspective on this also. Just to say, how they really think and feel about these type of situations and scenarios.
But what y'all think on like women should start learning how to protect themselves with concealed weapons and
Ooh.
different
I
types
mean,
of.
that would be up to them though. I mean, like I
Yeah.
said, you
What
can want
about
it
pepper
for them.
spray or
Same thing,
same
same thing.
thing?
Pepper spray, any
Self-defense.
form of protection,
Self-defense.
any form of
Yeah.
protection or
Or
self-defense, the
ah,
person has to be willing to
ah.
want to do that.
Hey, I'm gonna take it one step further.
I believe every woman should.
What if
I believe it.
because I'm gonna play devil's advocate because women will argue this, and I've heard women argue this. What if what if you teach young men not to be creeps?
Huh?
What if you teach men not to
That's
be
a part
creeps?
of the
Why would you put
battle. That's a part
yeah,
of the battle. Because you got to think that creeps aren't the only type of guy that would like
Yeah.
necessarily attack a woman per se. So like I said, that's a part of the battle. Yeah, you can definitely teach your son how to not be a creep. Um, but
and what I mean by creep is somebody
yeah,
that would like, take advantage. Like, why would you think about it. Like, this has to be somebody who's mentally, in my opinion, mentally unstable. Like,
big
why
facts.
would
So do
you
you think that we should like take classes on body language and actual
Yeah, for
talking with
sure,
people? I think that's an issue.
for sure. Like learn because like a lot of women, their language, like when they speak, it comes across as love.
ooh,
So as men, we have that responsibility to decipher if it's a friendship love or if it's a
ah,
romantic love.
Hmm.
hey,
Like
hold on.
that's
Deep.
our
Bro, hold that.
responsibility.
Ooh,
Hold that
deep.
for me real
Ooh.
quick, because we're gonna get like our female co-guest on, because I really want her to be a part of this conversation just to see her thoughts and opinions on it. Like, what was the point that you just made? Because that, like, especially when it comes to like body, like, yo, that's crazy. Because literally, we can peep some shit from a mile away, and then that's where the green comes in.
Body
Like,
language is used 90% of the time throughout communication.
Yeah,
That's even
definitely.
with animals. We can even look at an animal or anything like that, and when
Hmm.
we see when an animal is acting crazy or is acting kind of weird, so we're picking up on their body language. We're not
right,
verbally communicating,
right.
but
Facts.
And I know we got our special guest on here. Where's Hannah? Welcome to Stay Vibrant 365. You know what I'm saying? I know you know the whole gang. It's your boy Hugo, AP, son is Bronny. And if you would like to, go ahead, introduce yourself, drop your IG and your social handles.
What's popping, y'all? It's Livy, Olive, whatever you want to call me. My Instagram is LIV Dangerous, Live Dangerous. If you can't spell dangerous, do not follow me. But yeah, I'm really here to chime in on the things you guys are talking about today.
And so I definitely thank you for joining and sharing, a woman's perspective. We definitely try to we try to get a lot of women on to share their perspective, especially with the topics that we talk about, because we don't want it to be one-sided. And for some reason, sometimes, people are shy or time doesn't work out. But thank you for joining and thank you for sharing your opinion on it. The first topic that we were discussing was, men should understand that some of these girls brings friends on the date, because of safety. And we want to get your thoughts and opinions like on like that whole scenario, like the comment itself and then the response to it.
Facts. So, like, as a woman, if I'm in that situation, being the friend that's coming on the date is not gonna know I'm there. Because if I'm trying to protect you, then it's like, all right, I'm supposed to be there in case something go down. There's really no need, I feel, for me to be on the actual date. That's time for them to connect and see, if they want to go further, whatnot. And then thinking more of it, right? Like, let's say the woman told the man, yeah, my friend's coming, by the way. In my opinion, like, let's say he is a Dahmer, right? He probably has his homeboys or somebody else in the truck. And next thing you know, they both walk out and now both of them is gone. So you don't need to know I'm there if I'm coming on a date as protection for my friend. So
master of disguise, like I said, master of disguise.
That's what he said. And so, Quiz, to your point, and it's catching you like up to speed. And thank you for sharing that as well, because some people wouldn't even think like, oh, me inviting my friend is gonna put them in jeopardy also, right? No, they're just thinking their friend is there for safety and protection, not knowing both of y'all a target. Bow. So bringing it up to where we are now in the conversation, we were talking about, you know, women taking self-defense classes and being more aware. What are your thoughts on women, you know, taking more self-defense classes, concealed weapons classes, and getting more, I would say, I guess, combat training? Is that what we would call it? Combat training?
I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, close quarters. Yeah, close quarters combat, CQCs.
Facts. I feel like it would help, like for sure. I definitely feel like women should have some type of self-defense in them. But to be realistic, right? Like I've never been in a situation to be like kidnapped or whatever, but how many times is it really going to be like one-on-one or a drug that's not used? Like it was a situation out here recently where they were putting like some drug on a napkin and then putting on the door handle. And now they touch the door handle and they're about to pass out and they can just swoop them up. So it would help for sure, but is that really going to be like a resolve versus having like extra people around to help you? I don't really know.
Okay.
That's true.
That's true. That's true. Most definitely.
I mean, because
the date rape drug, whatever it's called, or something like that. Yeah, now that it's real.
you got to think.
And when I say real, because
Mm-hmm.
it's been done to me.
Oh wow!
Oh wow!
Wait, what?
No, that's
Wait,
crazy,
what did he say?
Yeah,
You just can't slide that in there like that.
Yeah, we're not gonna pass that. We're not gonna pass that.
Yeah,
Wait a minute.
when I was in Florida for a family reunion, man, I was with me. It was me, my sister, and her husband, and we all, you know, went out, you know, having a good time and stuff like that. And me not knowing the scene, I'm a friendly person, just talking with people, and got a drink and everything. I must have not been paying attention. But after that drink, I went absolutely crazy. Never in my life have I ever done anything like this. I was up there going crazy. Like
the sensu being,
bro, I was going crazy. They had to it was a family reunion, so they had to get some family to, you know, to straddle me down and whole lot of stuff. I was jumping out of bushes and shit. Like I was, yeah.
That's
So I got questions.
Me
So
too.
I got a question. I got a question. You had me at Florida and family reunion.
Yeah.
So like,
don't you come from Florida?
Who else was there but family? It like
no. Me and my sister and her husband. You know, we had some family members that didn't really want to go.
Y'all strayed away from the group.
Yeah. They didn't want to go out or anything. They were in the older crowd, so we was kind of like the only people around us, like in the 20s, 30s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we wanted to go do something. Okay. Plus, we in Florida. Let's go live a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But it's real. That's all I'm saying. I
thought you made it sound like this happened at the cookout, my boy.
No.
Because I was gonna be like, your family was.
No. We went out. No. We went out.
Going on?
Yeah, we went out trying to explore. You know what I'm saying? Just trying to have fun. That's pretty much it. We went really thinking of the worst. But
I feel like you should be able to do that. Like, just go out, have fun with your family, your friends, and like nobody sit there and turn you into a science experiment. Like, that shit crazy.
Yeah. Well, it was just with immediate family. So the people that was at the family reunion, they didn't really come. It was just me, my sister, and her husband. Like, immediate family that I always hang out with when I'm at the house or down here or somewhere else, you know. But it's just about the grace of God that nothing crazy happened, man. Like nothing crazy happened in my brain or something. So, but it was.
So the other part that we were talking about, which is the point in case that Quez brought up, was being aware of.
Hey, turn your mic up, bro.
Oh, my fault. So the other part that we were discussing was, would you say being able to read like body language or read the room, or what was the recommendation?
So especially with Liv being in here now, so like, you know, it's very safe to say, like, with women, for you guys, just generally speaking, you guys talk with a lot of love, to anybody really. It could be another woman, but more in particular men. and you guys understand that a lot of men can take that the wrong way. They may think you like them, they may think you really like them. So I was telling the guys that it's our responsibility as men to be able to decipher if this woman is giving us a friendship love or if she's giving us a romantic love. Because a lot of times that can be taken out of context, and that also leads to you guys being put in those situations where you think you got to bring your friends for safety because this is the first date. But a lot of guys, man, in their mind, they hearing wedding bells already. So you know what I mean. You might have to bring your friends for safety.
And so I'm gonna give an example. So I
Yeah, for
actually
sure.
went on a date. This is like a couple years back, and I ended up seeing one of my friends from college, and she was on a date, and it just wasn't the type of guy that I figured she was date. I'm not trying to make it racial. All right, she's black, and it was just like a heavy set white guy. Like I'm talking hillbilly redneck type. So I'm like, ain't no way this guy is your cup of tea. All right, he's being a little belligerent. Okay, I'm seeing the hand slip down. I'm seeing you, trying to, kind of push off. But we're all sitting at a bar counter together. So I didn't have her phone number. I messaged her on Instagram. I'm like, yo, no, Snapchat. And I'm like, yo, you good? Like, who is Buddy? Because he was being very belligerent. And he was just saying, like, they were having a good time, but it was just like he was over the top. So, like you said, I was perceptive enough to read the body language, and she kind of looked very uncomfortable. But surprisingly, this could text me back and was like, "No, we're good." And I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool." But just trying to look out because reading that body language, it was just like weird. Because I'm over here with someone, you're over there, and I'm just looking like this don't look right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, what about this, Liv? What do you think about like sharing your location with like somebody that you really trust?
Oh yeah, that's given. Especially
Okay.
if it's the first date. Somebody gonna have my location, if not 2, 3 people.
Okay.
Like,
That's effective.
yeah, because it's really at a time, especially being a Black woman, like we're really sought after. Like, it's really at a point where you have to, in this time and age, do that as a woman, especially Black woman, because there's no telling. I can tell you we're gonna go here, but then it might seem like a good night, and we end up here, and you don't know about it, and then I actually get taken. So sharing that location is definitely a must, especially if you don't know that person like that for a first date.
Just going to end it with, sometimes Jay, with that situation that you brought up, two things really come to mind for me.
Mm-hmm.
Personally, maybe she thought, hey, I do got it. I know this guy well. I can protect myself, or I know him enough to know he's harmless.
Mm-hmm.
I can keep him in check. Another thing could be a lot of girls don't like PDA. She could, very well be comfortable with him, just not comfortable with PDA.
PDA,
So she
yeah.
could have just been, yeah, she could have just been trying to nip that in the bud. A lot of women aren't comfortable with PDA. Me, it's levels to my PDA. Like I'm not just gonna throw you on the counter. You know what I mean? Like I don't do stuff like that. But like hold hands, it's levels to the PDA for me too. So it could have been that kind of situation for her.
Just addressing, like you said, body language. So being able to read that, because I feel like that's a really big miscommunication piece between men and women. Like certain signs we can misinterpret and misperceive
I
as
do.
something that is not.
I do it all
Like
the time.
Shorty, what Fabulous say? Fabulous said, if she look at me and she blink, that means she winking. That is not what that means. That's not what that means at all. If she is blinking, her eyeballs need moisture.
She needs some moisture.
She needs to blink, my God, Jesus. Oh my God.
Oh shoot.
But yeah, being able to read their body language, but like I can't I can't say women can read like men's like body language because our body language is weird. It is kind of awkward, but we know it. That's what's weird. We know it. We know our body language.
True. But us guys, man, we just simple. I be telling my mama like sometimes if you just gotta send it straight through message so I understand. Sometimes I don't be getting it. And I'm just like, you might have to just
like
go ahead and just text that to me. I need in writing. But
I need it in writing.
Yeah, for sure. But with a girl, with a shawty, that body language shit is kind of different. Sometimes. I'll say sometimes. I'm like, damn, I'll be playing a situation in my head, just like, should I put my arm over?
Wow.
What do I do?
What I do? Should I?
Talking about boy, heartbeat racing, boy. Heartbeat racing, heartbeat racing. Yeah. I play that shit off.
Oh man, so yeah, that should be hard sometimes.
So for the ladies, a few tidbits that I wrote down here and that the team has come up with to protect yourselves and make sure that you are safe in these type of environments is to share your location, right? If you do bring a friend, make sure it is discreet, right? Make sure, like, you know what I'm saying, it's a friend, she's sitting at the table far away, but she got her eye on you feel me?
Exactly.
Make sure you go to a public setting, right? First dates don't really do anything too intimate, too secluded. Movie theater, in my opinion, even though it's private and secluded, it's still a public setting. Ain't too much going on in the movie theaters nowadays. And be aware of your surroundings, right? Look out. Okay, is he looking over your shoulder, right? Is he fidgety, right? Is he looking towards the exit? Like, what's going on? Be aware of the vehicles as well. All right, cool. Is that a white van? Is this a black car, black SUV? So just be vigilant, right?
Yeah. Hey, I would say this too.
What's up?
If you see something, say that.
Yeah.
It right.
If you see something weird, call it out.
You be like, hey, why the you moving so much?
why you fidgety?
Why your eyeballs twitching? Like, say
he said, why your eyeballs? And so part 2 here that we're going to discuss, or going in transition into our second topic, right? Is something that is mind-boggling, and a lot of people probably won't be able to relate to it. 50% might be able to, 50% might not be able to. Of course, you want to again spearhead this part as well.
So another topic, another controversial topic. Me personally, I've partaken into this particular, I guess you can say, lifestyle. I just haven't had it happen to me this kind of way before. But there was a particular story where this guy was dating a girl. She cheated on him, had a baby on him by someone else, but he decided to step up to the plate, take her back, and stated that he would raise the baby on his own. Now, my only issue with that whole situation is she cheated on him. And that says a lot, because that is still a lot of responsibility, raising someone else's responsibility. But my only issue with that particular scenario was, that she cheated on him. And they asked everybody's thoughts on that. And me, I just think he was a clown. That's kind of clown activity. You gotta know your worth, man. Like I said, she cheated on you for that to happen. It wasn't like you found her that way. You didn't find her as a single mother. She put you in that predicament, personally.
That hurt.
She put you in that predicament personally. Like, she didn't have to be a single mother because she was with you, you're a clown for that one. Instantly, if there was a clown button, I hit it. What do you guys?
What you think about that? That's all I'm gonna say.
What are your thoughts on that?
No, that's 100% correct, because that's like, no, you really sat there, cheated on him, had a baby, and then he's adopting the child that's not his. Like, that does not sit right with me at all. And I just got a lot of questions with that, because, people have their own choices and whatever, but she had the baby on you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so even if it was a mistake, so-called, you had the child, and now he's adopting a child that's not his. And you're not married, so anything can switch up and change. But because you adopted this child, technically, she could put you on child support. And it's just bringing up a whole bunch of extra stuff that he didn't have to be included in, but now he set himself up for possible failure. Hopefully everything works out, but it's still that possibility there.
So what about this though? What if she never told him? Ooh. Nah.
Because she never told him what, like that she cheated and had the baby.
That she cheated, and that's his baby.
That's his baby.
Boy, you gotta go to Maury.
Like that.
So that's just like, she wasn't acting funny. You didn't see nothing. Like, if she really got pregnant on you, I mean, women have done it before and like never told, and then it's gonna come out eventually. But I want to know how that person looked, because if you're dark skinned, he's Caucasian, that baby come out real.
Come out with Chinese eyes.
Right, I'm gonna have some questions. Like you ain't gonna have no
yeah.
questions. So yeah, no, she gonna have to tell him, or she should, out of respect, especially if you do respect him too. I mean, clearly she did it, but it got to be some level of respect.
Yeah,
I'm out the
gotta be.
door. I'm just letting you know I'm out the door. Ain't no talking about it. Love the kids now. Don't get me wrong.
Love the
Don't get me wrong, love the kids. Yeah.
The kid was the kid that asked to be here. It's a child.
So I
To
gotta.
me, I'm like, yo, okay, it's a baby, but it's not my baby.
Facts.
So
whose Caucasian baby is that? That's a baby from the Caucasus. Hey, real quick though, hold on. On a serious note, though, I got a question that's gonna challenge all of y'all's mental. This is where I play devil's advocate, right? Where does growth and maturity come in, right? If you really love this person, right? Dang, chill out. Because I see your head and your neck.
That's a two-way street,
You
man.
really love this person, right? All right, okay, cool. So growth and maturity don't come in, right? She cheated. That's what it is, right? All right, cool.
She wasn't mature herself. That shows less maturity on her end.
So, okay, what if, all right, both parties were agreeing, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you do you, I do me. And
why the f are we together?
Bro, the thing about the growth and maturity,
that's poly. Those are poly.
That's
shit.
That's cool, but I don't agree with that. If you're gonna be in a relationship, be exclusive with each other. Like, come on now. Like, if you still gonna be out here doing what you want to do, then why am I here?
Ooh, I'm about to.
You know what? I don't agree with poly.
What?
I don't agree with poly for the most foundational of reasons. Bro, one woman is enough, bro. You ever made one woman mad, bro? You ever pissed one woman off? Or just one. Just one woman in the whole wide world, bro. Piss one off and see how that shit work out for you.
So, okay, cool. Real quick. So what if the dad, right? The father of the child, what if he's a deadbeat? Or what if he's dead? Let's take it there. What if he's dead? She cheated, that man died. Boom. You still ain't gonna step up and take responsibility?
Nah,
you care about this woman.
That ain't got nothing to do with me.
Thing, though, you can't really sit here. Oh, I love her so much, but she had a baby on you. It has to be some form. You should never love someone else more than you love yourself, and that's just really not. You don't love yourself enough to walk away from that situation. Then that's a real problem. Because all these other things that came along, she had a baby on you, slept with somebody, raw dogged it. You like. It's too much going on
you. She had a baby on you. She didn't bring the baby.
So y'all realize I'm just playing devil's advocate, right?
Stop it, because it ain't.
I'm playing devil's advocate, and here's why. All right, now I'm about to get spiritual on y'all.
Okay,
y'all already know where I'm going with this, right?
Yep, let's go.
All right, bet.
No matter.
Jesus.
Okay,
Mary and Joseph.
But that boy died for everybody seeing.
All right, okay, cool. So it got to be a
plus,
miracle, baby.
And plus this, God talked with all of them.
God ain't talked to Joseph. Mary came home pregnant.
So the angels didn't talk to Joseph?
Oh, yes. Yeah, he did.
Yes,
my bad.
The angels talked.
Let him know.
Like he had
later, but in the beginning, Joseph had questions.
Yeah, Joseph had questions, but God even came to him then. He was like, yeah, you got questions. Back then, it was totally different. It was miracles happening in front of these people's faces. So it wasn't no denying nothing. It was like, okay, yeah, God did this. God did. Like, you ain't getting no DNA test. Like, God bringing angels down to tell you certain things. You like, okay, yeah, God did that. Yeah, I can't argue with that. God did that. But just trying to get a paternity test and all that type of stuff, and you don't know nothing. Nah.
All right, so okay, so y'all sticking to y'all guns. Y'all ain't rocking with it. He goofy.
Like I said, man, the kid that asked to be here.
Yeah.
Love the kid.
Yeah.
The man need to step up. She chose to she chose.
She cheated. Yeah.
No. Let's do this. Let's do this. Because it takes two to tango.
Right.
They both made this decision.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And whatever outcome comes out of it, y'all need to be grown enough to take care of it. Y'all need to be grown enough to do what you need to do and be responsible. Now, if it's not within me, if it's not a part of me,
right,
that gives me a green light to go ahead and walk about the door, because I already know what time it was when we were together. You gotta, but I understand. Love sometimes can be deceiving. It can be deceiving, but you can have mad love for somebody, but still be distant.
Right.
You can help somebody and still be distant.
Right.
You don't have to be in this person's vicinity to love them.
Right. I got love for you, love the kid, but
Yeah,
I just can't be here.
I can grow and mature. I can grow and mature without you and that baby.
Right.
It ain't my baby.
Right. Yeah. And I mean, you still be friends. Y'all can still maintain a solid ass friendship. Like some people can really like do that. I got one more question and I'll leave this topic alone and I'll let y'all talk amongst yourselves. So she cheated on him while they were together, got pregnant for someone else. Yet he still loved her and ready to adopt the child as his own, right? So to me, that does say a lot, like as a man, because that means like he really cares about her and he really wants to be a part of, you know, that child's life, right? That's a different type of man, because a lot of, especially in our community, that doesn't happen. Like we grow up in homes where single parent family homes, it's just mama dudes by herself, ain't no other, you know what I'm saying, parental you know, monarchy, patriarchy in the picture, right? So shout out to him for being a stand-up guy, because that doesn't happen all the time. But what I will challenge y'all to think is this. Now, say those roles were reversed. He cheated on her while they were together, got her pregnant by some, you know, he got somebody else pregnant. He got someone else pregnant. And, you know, she decided to stay, right, and adopt that child as her own. Why is that more socially acceptable?
Hold on.
So let me double back. Double back real quick.
Shouldn't be.
I want to double back to the previous thing because I wanted to be devil's advocate. I wanted to be devil's advocate on the previous thing you said. You said he was stepping up.
Oh yeah. How was he not stepping up?
And you said that's not done enough in our community.
In the black community?
I feel like it is, but it's never publicized.
No.
So
this was publicized. Yeah. Okay.
So again, focusing on his particular situation, no, he's not stepping up. He is settling, and that's what we do every day in the black community. We do that too much, bro. He's settling, like to step up on somebody, like bro, to step up to take care of a baby that a girl cheated on you with to have. That is not stepping up, bro. That's settling. That's Super Saiyan settling. That ain't even regular settling, bro. You went Super Saiyan settling, bro. You just you powered up. That's power level 9,000 settling, bro.
Like I said, man, they got to be
level 9,000.
9,000, bro.
They don't past
because, bro, you gotta think, bro. You just only hit the tip of the iceberg dealing with the women in your city, dealing with the women in your town, dealing with the women in your state. That's the tip of the iceberg. Right. How dare you sit here and be like, she cheated on me. I'm gonna take care of this baby, and that's gonna be my happily ever after. You crazy as hell.
All right.
Even if he wanted to still be there for financial reasons, or they had, you know, got to lease together.
I mean,
different
possibly, yeah. If they have,
on.
Yeah, you got different things.
But the thing is, I will go ahead and set boundaries straight out of the gate once the information hit my ears. Boundaries are being set, things are being put in place. Receipts are being kept.
If he does that,
if I step up, check it. If I step up as a stepdad, dad can't be in the picture no more. I don't give a
no.
These are my kids. These are my responsibility.
I mean, exactly. I ain't gonna lie to you. That is kind of like. I mean, I ain't gonna say he can't, because you know, like I got guys in my family that they be there for their kids, and they might not be with their baby moms no more. But yeah, I feel like as a woman, yeah, if you're trying to pursue a relationship and you do have kids, you're either going to have to, yeah, like y'all are saying, you're either going to have to limit dad's time in the picture, or either B, limit my time with the kids until you figure out a balance. Right. I mean, like you guys are saying, dad got to be out the picture. Now, I feel like that's fair to an extent. If he's active, let that man be active.
Yeah, of course.
If he on some bullshit,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, then you can argue that. Yeah. You can argue, hey man, that man. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we got to get him out the picture. But if he's active in the kid's life, until they turn 18, it is what it is. You know, that man's just gonna be active. And it ain't even got to be till they 18. He might stay active. But yeah, if you setting boundaries and you setting expectations, then okay, yeah, I'm not gonna say you settling. I'll say you quote unquote. I'm not gonna say you stepping up either. But like I said, the he loved the girl. I'm not gonna discount that or discredit that rather.
Love do
Um,
some dumb shit. The old folks say ain't that much love in the world. You
Saying
have
like
something to contribute?
No, y'all got it.
Oh, okay, cool.
I would say like if it's like you can't exclude the biological father out because it's still the biological
yeah.
father. But if it's
But
gonna
the
live up
bottom,
Like
under
you
my
said, buddy,
roof, eat my
you said
food.
old dude got shot, so he dead. So if he dead,
Oh,
then
yeah, okay, well, yeah, well,
right.
okay, and that situation is different. But if the dad is, still alive, still able to do what he need to do when they want to do, hey, the kid living up under my roof, eat my food, hey, you gonna abide by my rules? You know
That
what I'm
boy
saying?
say he sound like a dad when he said that.
Like
Sound
I'm
like a
just
whole
there.
under
I'm
my
like,
under my roof,
I eat my food. You're gonna abide by
eating
my
my food
rules.
under
You know
my
what I'm
roof.
saying? You are now a part of the Pals family, and
That boy sound like that boy sound like. Didn't I tell you to take the trash out front?
Every
Why
time
didn't
I'm
you
in the
do it?
kitchen, you in the kitchen,
You in
in
the
the
kitchen.
goddamn refrigerator,
I said, you don't know how many times I done heard that.
in the
You
goddamn
you up under
refrigerator.
my roof. You live by my rules. Yeah, I done heard that so many times.
I mean, it's facts though. I mean, it's true.
So what about the second part though, y'all? Why does it seem and Liv, you definitely spoke up on that piece. Why is it more socially or societally acceptable when the shoe is on the other foot? Like when he cheats, right, on her and get someone else pregnant, and they have the kid and
I,
she's more,
Why they in
maternal.
the relationship? Why
I
they still?
wouldn't say that. Yeah, why they in the relationship still? I
Leave his
wouldn't say
ass
that
too.
it's even. Yeah, I wouldn't even say that it's socially acceptable. Personally, bro, I if you a girl, if you're a woman, and Liv, back me up here. If you're a woman, say this happened to you before. I mean, you gotta think to yourself, it's not my body that's going through that, so I can stick around until maybe if too much drama ensues, then I can I will dismiss myself from the situation, but. I don't think it was too much. Like, I mean, other than the cheating part, like I said, you decided to take him back. It wouldn't bother you that another girl is pregnant. That's her body going through that. That's her situation. You just kind of there along for the ride.
She's also going to be a part of the picture too, though, because that
Exactly.
he's gonna be, and we would hope he would be active in his
That's why I
child's
say
life.
if too much drama
Let's
ensues,
get
that's
Liv
when.
opinion on this. What you think?
So if the shoe was on the other foot,
Yeah, what you think?
like, no, it still stay the same. I'm not staying in her. I'm not adopting a kid, period. Like, especially if it already came into a relationship before, I'm not adopting a kid, like, especially if we're not
Exactly.
married. So that's number one. The only reason I would feel if it would be more socially acceptable is because in today's society, that child also would not be in that household as much as it would be in the mother's, I would think, because all the single parents out here, for what I can see, majority are living with the mom. So it'd be more, I guess they could just do it better because the child's not in the house majority of the time. They're not possibly taking them to daycare and all of that stuff. Primarily, that's going to be on the mom's duty just because that's just how this world is. Like the mom is always the one to typically step up and take care of that child because they had the child. So it is a bit more of a emotional connection than I would say the father would have to it. But still, no, she on the other foot, still not sticking around.
Exactly.
Like, nah.
Exactly. Hey, I say this: do the crime, do the time. Man, you got a responsibility to be in that kid's life now. Come on, you got a baby on the way. Man, that's your seed. That is you replicated in a little miniature body. That's you. Why wouldn't you want to see this kid grow up and come on, man? Just be in your
I
child life.
mean,
True.
it'd be like that. Like, you got to think, like, so I also come from like a single person household, right? And I know my dad, but he just wasn't there in my life. And just from the outside looking in, what I think he thinks, like, he wasn't in my life because they can also look back and feel some type of way about it. So you have this visual, permanent reminder a child. Like some men just don't want to be reminded that they do have a little person. So they don't want to be in that person's life because out of sight, out of mind, right? So that's possibly how some men do think. And they are deadbeats out there because of just one of the reasons.
That is a childish ass mindset.
But
You know what I'm
we talked
saying?
about that though. We got childish ass people. Like
Yeah,
we got
fact.
people who are in their 50s who still act like they're 16.
True that.
Yeah,
So
that's true.
I feel like it's a lot of babies having babies out here.
Honestly.
It is.
Yeah. That's a honest to God's truth right there. You said
No,
Or out of spite. Like women will keep a child just to make the other person, the man, feel some type of way. Like
crazy.
A woman who know women who have done that and know how foul they are. Unfortunately, that's what happened. Or a man wants to trap a woman. She got my seed. She ain't going nowhere. We live in like a trapping community too. Like people don't want relationships, but they still be tied to you in a certain way. And that's a really toxic way to do that. Or just to mess with somebody's mind for 18 years. That's crazy.
Yeah, there's a video. There's a video I have to send you guys. That's like the perfect analogy for that. But it was where a guy had a jar of cookies, and he was like, basically, what we're doing to each other is we'll take a cookie, we'll take a bite out of that cookie, we'll put it back in the jar. We'll take another cookie, take a bite out of that cookie, put it back in the jar. Take another cookie, take a bite out of that cookie, put it back in the jar. So we're putting back these broken cookies or these bitten cookies back into the jar for other people to grab, thinking that they're going to get a fresh cookie, but really they're about to get this used and abused bitten cookie, and it's not going to be the same, or they're not going to get that complete person. They're not going to get the person they would have gotten if it wasn't for that other person, just taking a big chunk out of them, like just wasting their time. So that's the kind of generation we live in, man. We're just taking a bite out of each other, and then we just put each other back in that jar. Then we get somebody else, we take a bite out of them, and we put it back in that jar. And then we take a bite out of another person, and we put it back in that jar. And so we take these chunks out of each other, and we leave it to other people to deal with.
You talking about Pastor Mike?
Yeah, I think that's him. Skinnier dude.
Yep, I saw that one.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I know. I was like, I heard this analogy before.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, I gotta find it and I'll resend it to you guys. But I mean, that was like probably one of the most perfect analogies I've ever seen before. In regards to how we do each other. I mean, even on a friendship level, like it don't even have to be a relationship level, just a friendship level. Like we see people, they have something we want, and we like use them enough to get it, and then we just boom, put them back in that jar, and then we do it with someone else, put them back in that jar. So everything doesn't have to be on a relationship level, because a lot of people don't believe in relationships, but a lot of people have friendships. So you can look at it on a friendship perspective as well.
I just say, hey, when kids get involved, just do right by that kid, man. They ain't asked to be.
Yeah, do right by the kid.
Honestly, and then you actually have celebrities that actually like pseudo parent, like they just get together for the benefit of the child, like you said, because they know what they both can bring to the table and support that child to create somebody else prophetic, to create somebody else who's going to be greater than what they are and can multiply what they have. So
think about like with kids seeing like that family dynamic growing up, it really molds a kid, it's top tier. Like having a family, man. I feel like I say Black community, man, we don't really have no family to go by, like no gods.
The guide, right?
Yeah,
the standard Hallmark.
Or my wife and kids type stuff. Like we don't have that no more.
Bernie Mac show, dang on Family Matters. So we had to emulate, and that's what we always wanted, right? We wanted that because we saw it and we just like, it would be,
But it's better for everyone when it's like that.
Prince.
Yeah, it
is. And so one of the things, but I can't say one. There are a few things that actually prevent that from actually being the actual picture, right? There are a few things that prevent that from being a reality. Like sometimes it's like you said, the man not wanting to step up and be the patriarchy or the male figure that needs to be because he doesn't know how, because he didn't have that, right? Or sometimes you got toxic situations where the mom will say, no, I'm going to keep this child from you, like you said, to spite you because of whatever I'm mad at, right? Sometimes that does happen. Sometimes women like use that child as collateral. And nobody's saying it's right at all. It's not. Like you said, if you, like you said, Bunte, you said that earlier, AP, if you're going to have a child, do right. Do right by that. Lead by example. Because that's where a lot of trauma ensues. That's where corruption happens and people get confused on their identity. They don't know how to be themselves.
Right.
Yeah. Well, yeah, bro. Definitely some interesting topics. Anybody got any closing remarks?
I'm gonna say this. Let's find another topic. Right
Tonight?
quick. This went by pretty fast.
Boy, it's been 30. What is it? 30 and 30? That's an hour.
No.
It's 10
This
o'clock.
guy.
Interesting.
Time flies when you having fun, head ass nigga.
Facts. That is true.
So let's do one more.
Yeah. Let's do one more.
He probably scrolling on the Instagram page to find another topic.
But hell yeah, look at him, boy. Facts already.
It's tired.
But I mean, I guess like for myself, just kind of wrapping it all up. For our female listeners, you guys definitely continue to protect each other. Like I said, that particular back and forth tweet, I know it had a lot of comical foundations to it, but do what you have to do to protect your friends. As guys, like I said, we have our responsibilities on how we're going to take it. But you guys do have to do what you have to do to protect each other when you guys go out. And that's expected. We don't expect any less from you guys when you're out at these bars, these clubs, when you go out on dates, just anything. Even if it's a guy you've known for a while, you still might have something about him that you don't like. So you always just keep something, going. Like even if that's sharing a location. That's what I have to say on that particular topic as far as closing remarks. As far as the other topic, for the male listeners that we have, for you guys, that particularly gravitate towards women that have kids, tread softly. You're not on thin ice, but you're still on ice. It's a unique situation to be in. I've been in it several times. It's a unique situation to be in. You do have a lot to be responsible for, even if you don't ask for it.
Yeah.
Because you decided to sign up for it. As soon as you say, "Oh," as soon as she tells you she has kids and you continue to pursue her, you're signing that contract of, I gotta put up with you and your kids. Like it's a package deal. Like how your kids are, how you are, everything that comes with, I gotta deal with that. It's a package deal. Now I can walk away from it, but you know how that goes as well. That becomes a conversation that, you don't want to have either, but
let that be the next conversation.
For sure. But yeah, step parenting, the life of a stepdad and stepmom.
I feel like we should get like step parents on that one also. But
for sure.
In addition to piggyback off of what Corey said, like women definitely protect each other, but also at the same time, like we need to protect our women too. Like we got
exactly.
We gotta do better. We gotta lead by example.
We gotta be men out here. That's
all.
Like the guidance that some of us didn't have or we didn't have. No, sometimes we might have to step up to that plate and just try our best.
Emotional intelligence, man. We need to work on emotional intelligence. That's all. We just got to work on our emotional intelligence.
So, okay, cool. Now I'm about to play devil's advocate again. So that's what dude is trying to do. He's trying to step up. And
that ain't emotional intelligence, bro.
I get what he's trying to do. He's trying to be there for that child because it is a child and he love her. Right. But the thing is, that's not his kid. The guy that's having that.
Where was his love at, bro? Where was his love at from her? Where was his love?
The actual biological dad needs to step in and step up. Yeah. He needs to step up because that is his child. But I get it. You're gonna have your father figures, maybe from church, maybe from different areas or different places or whatever you look at, social media, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Be a father figure for you. But you don't have to take on that mantle because of somebody else's stupidity and being disloyal.
Negligence, yeah.
You know?
Yeah. That's what I say. Don't give yourself the Joseph story on some bullshit. Don't do that.
Yeah, and knowing that God didn't do it. So
yeah, like that. Oh yeah, like don't be Joseph on some bullshit.
Well, shoot. Again, appreciate y'all boys. This has been another very interesting topic on Stay Vibrant 365. Thank you for joining us too, Liv. Thank you for sharing a different perspective. Hopefully we can get you and some more of your friends to come on and voice your opinions. We love to hear the other side. So
always gotta get the other side.
I love giving the other side too. But yeah, let me know. I'm definitely willing to come back on.
Bet it up.
Another episode, Stay Vibrant 365. Stay vibrant, my friends.
You know it. We out.
Show.
Just to show you how we rockin'. We go for that win, call us rockin'. Yeah, and they love how we vibin'. 365, now stay vibrant. Through the struggles and the pain. Stay vibrant. You gon' have some storms and some rain. Now stay vibrant. Now look at everything you overcame. Stay vibrant. Always on the ground, never change.